Hello, geeks. This is Ernest, and I'm here with James from Dread Delusion.
Hi there, I'm James, creative director of Lovely Helpers. You've just released Dread Delusion, which is a low-poly RPG, kind of in the vein of like Morrowind or Skyrim, with a strong sense of narrative and also focus on exploration. Seeing strange, bizarre things on the horizon, following your wonder.
So I briefly read the description of the game and saw that it was also partly horror. Do you mind talking about where that inspiration came from for you to develop this game?
I mean, in a weird way, the inspiration came from first getting into game dev and making just strange, surreal scenes in Unity, and then almost working backwards to create a narrative from that. So the game features flying islands that float kind of disembodied around the sky, and partly that came from just, it was easier in Unity just to make like floating islands suspended in nothing. But then as the game grew, I worked backwards from that and developed a whole narrative and a whole lore around it. And now we've hired writers for the game. The game's, I think the total word count is about the same as a novel, and now the narrative is very kind of rich and deep.
What would you say is like the most rewarding part about developing a game?
Just releasing the game and seeing the kind of feedback from the community and seeing people play it and enjoy it. That's probably the most rewarding thing. But in terms of like making the game, I mean, personally, I love making like strange levels and making like weird structures. One of the funnest things for me to make was there's a pub in the game called the Wobbly Noggin that has a giant kind of like dead god skull that is also one of the rooms, and you can kind of like rent the skull suite as it's known. And I love kind of like making just weird little places.
If you had to describe your game in, let's say, 3 to 5 words, what 3 or 5 words would you use?
I guess just mysterious, dark exploration RPG.
You guys catch that? He said it's just so that's 3 words already. I'm just kidding. If people want to support your game, where can they find you?
My Twitter is @LovelyHelpers. You can also follow DreadXP, who are my publishers. They're an amazing horror publisher. And you can buy the game on Steam.
Well, you guys heard it here. The game is now available on Steam, so make sure to check it out if you're interested. And thank you so much again, James, for taking the time. See you guys next time.